Hey there, Star Wars Legion folks. Welcome back to Dice Commando. Today we are unboxing the Super Tactical Droid expansion. Lots of value in this baby. Let's check it out. A huge shout out to our channel members for supporting what we do here. If you want to get involved with the channel and the Dice Commando community, please consider joining as a channel member. Remember, these videos are only possible with your support. You can show that support with a like, a subscribe, and by leaving us a comment and sharing your feedback. Community first, and go Commando. Hey there, Star Wars Legion folks. Welcome back to another unboxing vid. Today we're doing the Super Tactical Droid Commander expansion. That's right, Kalani and friends. All right, so quite a few build options with this, and also, I mean, the value inside this thing is pretty good. So a couple different ways to build him, alternate assembly options, and we can mix and match, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. So, all right, let's go ahead and get this cracked open. Now this will be obviously a sprued one, so we will have to build him off screen because as you guys know, some of these have gotten complicated enough to trying to do it on screen is just stressful. So we'll unbox it, come back and do it, show off what we got. So all right, there's the inside. We have cards, as you'd expect. Okay, so those are there. There's our sprue. Sprue comes in a bag in this case. Our manual. Yep, got everything. Okie doke. So nothing else left in there. Awesome. All right, so here's our insert. Maybe. All right, there we go. So there's, whoa, those fold. So there we go. So we can have E11 blaster at the ready. And we have clenched fist, E11 blaster, and folded arm. And then of course, wait, I thought he had a both. Yeah, there you go. So you can do the version there where he's sitting with both. They don't actually have that one listed, do they? Nope, but that's okay. We'll be able to figure it out. That's actually kind of funny. They have variant 1, variant 2, variant 3, but they have him shown in actually a variant 4, which is fine, but that's a little odd that they didn't do it. All right, so there's the component list, obviously the cards and the tokens. Let's go ahead and look at the sprue. Not too complicated of one. All right, let's see if we can get this in the right light. There we go. So he does have 2 leg options. Okay, that's kind of cool. 2 leg options. Maybe that'll be a dead guy on the battlefield for us. Then we have arm options. Now obviously there's only one set of chest pieces. One set of the chest and then the head. So yeah, we'll have to see how this all goes together. Let's flip it over for the other side. But yeah, there should be plenty of leftover stuff here for basing bits. Okay, so pretty good value there. Alrighty, let's go ahead, and then this is where the value really comes in, is the usability of him. Let's go ahead and open up the cards. So tokens, we don't need to go through that. So just commander there. Okay, pretty typical tokens. And then let's get a zoom in here on the cards as we go through them. All right, so we'll move the upgrades to the side. Let's go through the unit cards first. Guess we'll lay them out so we can see them all. There we go. All right, so we have, this is just the, yeah, so this is super tactical. This is the generic right here, super tactical droid. So strategy, direct, override, sharpshooter 1, does have lethal, which means you can spin the aim to gain pierce. So he clocks in at 95. Kraken, I think, proud. So these guys all have the same health. They all have, they do not all have the same surge. Kraken actually surges to crit. I personally think Kraken's probably the best build, but you know, there's an argument, of course, for a Kalani. But so Kraken is strategized 1. He has charge. That's what I think makes him really good. Sharpshooter 2. So he's just better offensively, right? You have a natural pierce 1 to 3 with 2 black. He throws 4 reds with lethal in melee, which is pretty strong. You could even consider putting like a tenacity on him. And yeah. And then we have Kalani at 100 points. So these guys are matched in points. Actually, maybe let's do this. Matched in points. So you put them side by side. I mean, for 5 points, like that seems like a pretty good upgrade there, right? From the normal super tactical. But so then we have Sharpshooter 2 on Kalani as well. He does have reinforcements, which is pretty cool. And then we do have black and white with lethal 1 again for 1 to 3, and neither one of these guys has anywhere close to the melee that Kraken does. So, all right, now we have they will suffer the 1 pip at the end of the command phase. Your opponent must choose one of their core spec ops, heavies, or supports with an order token if able and return it to their order pool. The first time your opponent would draw a random order from their pool this round, you may force them to draw a token with a rank of your choice instead. Mess up with their plans. Preservation Protocol. When Super Tactical Droid issues an order to a droid trooper with a unit with AI, it gains disengage, impervious, and 1 dodge. And then the 3 pip. Do not underestimate our means, with some cool magnets right behind him. This card was not divulged at the start of the activation phase. Choose up to 2 friendly units with face-up order tokens. Each chosen unit recovers, but you can divulge it and choose up to 3 friendly units with AI, and each of those gains reinforcements. So very interesting there. Remember, divulge is throw it out there at the beginning of the game. Right, and we have Esteemed Leader, which makes sense. Also, right, he goes in theory here pretty well with the new Magna Guards released in the same wave. Inspiring Presence, we have Vigilance. Vigilance is really good. Glad to get another copy of that one. We have Hacked Comms Unit. Into the Fray, a bunch of new ones here. Relatively new ones here. And then Portable Scanner. Awesome. So, all right, so we will be building him off screen. I'd want to play around with the different options. I'll get them all clipped. We can come in and show some of the various combinations and options, and then we'll glue him for good. We'll go paint him, and then we'll come back and finish the video. So anyway, folks, thanks for joining. Be right back. All right, folks. Well, I'm in the process of doing it, and this guy's actually kind of no joke, right? So I mean, I want to point out a couple cool things. I'm going to go to some of the pitfalls. So actually, these are opposite shoulders. So you could, if you wanted to, do them dual wielding, right? You could have one in each hand. I went ahead and I clipped out the active stance legs. One thing I want to point out on the legs is they have these little feet notches, right? So these are the feet right here. And there's a little notch on the bottom of the feet that go into, or on the legs, sorry, that go into the feet, right? Kind of like this, right? I mean, it's not difficult. The thing is, you have to be really careful. Like, look, I wanted to leave one on because, like, you have to be pretty careful when you're clipping it off to not, like, accidentally miss where the spur attaches, right? I know for those of you who are pros at this, it's not a big deal. And it is very obvious where it ends, but I could definitely see someone making that mistake. So, you know, just be careful. Just be careful there. Make sure you're cutting, because you don't want to, at least you get a second chance, I guess, with a different set of legs, but it might not have been the one you wanted. So anyway, that's one thing I noticed. And then, so this is his head. Let's see if we can get this. Here we go. So this head it's a 2-piecer. So you have the front shield, I guess, and then you have the beak nose, and they plug together, and then you've got this little doohickey is really the only way to call it, which fits flat, and it's his neck. I know it's not, there we go, there's some good focus. So that then fits into his body piece, which is completely round, and there's no like notched way to do it. So you'll have to play around with it because you want to, like, it's not just like you want to glue it in, like right now I have it glued in, well, backwards. So there you go. And then, or is it backwards? Or is it, oh, come on now. There we go, or is it back? So now it's straight, but like if you want to have him turning his head, you need to do that but then you could still have his head on top of it, turned more. This is totally not going to work, but let's give it a shot. Oh, I did it. There we go. So you could do something like, oh man, I can't believe that's holding together. All right, so you could do that, right? Or something like that. But if you want him going the other way, then like it would look really weird. So just make sure you play around with it a bit before you get it all glued together. This doesn't look, it looks like awful beaky here. Or like awful necky. Well, whatever, oh, there we go. Now he looks like Big Bird asking a question. There you go. Anyway, whatever. And then those legs fit right in there like that. So anyway, I'm going to go play around with this and figure out the configuration I want. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. And then you guys know I always throw a picture of the completed thing in the beginning. So hopefully this was a sufficient unboxing. Like I said, there's a lot of options to play around with here, and I want to just kind of go sit and relax and enjoy it and find out what's going to be best for me. So anyway, thanks folks for joining for the Super Tactical Droid unboxing. If nothing else, folks, go Commando. All right, folks. So yeah, I didn't want to leave you hanging. So we are back with him built out. That's what I ended up going with, was the shooty position. So that's what he looks like with his arm out, his little bird head. I did have kind of an issue getting I don't know, it just looks longer and like more of a neck than I thought it was, but it's built correctly. So maybe I just have his head tilted wrong or something, but I don't know, doesn't quite look like it. But overall, pretty cool little model. This should be a really easy one to paint. Put some, well, it'll be easy to paint the bulk of them, and then, you know, doing the designs are the designs, right? But yeah, should be fun. So anyway, that's the completed Super Tactical Droid. Thank you guys for joining me, and go Commando. Thank you.